Let's look at the top headlines first. Large number of people stormed the court complex demanding justice for late MD Abdullah. MLA KH Joy Kishan cautions to launch various form of agitations if Imphal Municipal Council fails to produce GG Rongmai on or before June 12. BJP announces list of the candidates for the upcoming by-election in UP and Tripura. And India reports 3,962 new COVID-19 infections, 26 deaths in last 24 hours, overall toll at 22,416. Hello and good evening. Welcome to ELITETV Primetime News at 6. I'm Utpala. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play your part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Demanding justice and befitting punishment to the accused persons involved in the brutal killing of MD Abdullah, a large group of people holding various placards stormed the court complex when the arrested accused persons were brought to court. Speaking to media persons, convener of JAC against the brutal killing of MD Abdullah, MD Ayub Kori said that the JSC has called off general strike and many other forms of agitations after Chief Minister N. Biren Singh assured the GAC and CSO that justice will be served to MD Abdullah and all the involved accused will be booked and befitting punishments will be served by the law of the land. However, SP Taubal seems like he is not following the assurance given by the Chief Minister, as no other involved persons of the brutal killing have been arrested till date, and those who are in the custody are those who surrendered themselves, the convener added. Convener MD Ayub Kori further said that the intention of the police is like an invitation to the JAC to launch intense forms of different agitations. Therefore, the JAC draws the attention of Chief Minister N. Biren and the department concerned to arrest those involved persons who along had committed this heinous crime and award befitting punishment at the earliest, MD Ayub Kori continued. The court complex was filled with echoes of various slogans chanted by the irate protesters.
Justice! We want justice! Justice for Abdullah! Abdullah! Justice for Abdullah! Justice for Abdullah!
CM का विरप कमिटमेंट तो यामना थाजना नुबितुगी ओइना कोई यामनरगा थोलकिबने आरो ngasi honorable CM की कमिटमेंट तो Tawalesbina ngak tabagi mami yama ita tabagam tawe malam de ko equising phagalan bai bani ngasi pawba ko equising phabagi mami ta de hairi ba pharaga custody de leire haida hairi busing side masana surrender tor pambi ngakta ne bakoi na phaba aba bo yaude aduna maram oraga JC ki site ki amda pen daba aduga parda ki sentiment mayam sina convener da tongan ba polling tor pa wari charak pa hairak pa mayam se pen bangam da parda ki sentiment je pelan bangam da banina Thawal SP da tawriba baton side ngasi JC da Thawal SP da tawiriba baton se Manipur ki praja CSO mayam pullaga JC da koisau no power laga bal blockade strike sing ba kaya magi batol tawgi kudam pandap ne hai
Thangmaiban MLA Kumukjam Joy Kishan warns to launch an intense form of agitation jointly with Thangmaiban Kendra Development Organization if Imphal Municipal Council fails to bring forth contractor GG Rongmai on or before coming June 12th. MLA Joy Kishan made the statement during a press meet held at his residence at Koyatong Polem Lekai, Imphal West today. Speaking to media persons, MLA Kumukjam Joy Kishan further said that an appeal has already been made to the state government and Imphal Municipal Council half a month before to bring forth absconding contractor Gigi Rongmei, who allegedly withdrew crores of rupees in the name of contract works. However, no positive response has been made from the concerned site till date. On above this, village chief of Tarung village in Thangmaiban Assembly constituency has informed in a written that there is no such person by the name Gigi Rongmei in his village and said that taking the village name is an insult and unfortunate. Thus, the village chief has also appealed to the state government to book the person behind the name Gigi Rongmei. Joy Kishan added and said that he also supports the Tarung village request to the state government. MLA Joy Kishan further said that there have been many reports of corrupt work in different areas of Thangmaiban Assembly constituency when inquiry was conducted. Therefore, Imphal Municipal Council mayor should look into the matter and bring forth the wrongdoers in front of the public at the earliest, Joy Kishan appealed.
Tarung Kulama, Mara like the Chinchalaga, Kavali say, Chinoajete, Tarung Kunasu, Masi erase Leda, Tarung Kunchena, Birakanu, Akuli Kunda, Gigi Romeko, like the Asia. She later Adum, Dipamena, Tauriba, Gigi Romese, proud mason and make shave. Gigi Romese, a shame Bacana have city, small corporate Amazon, Masu Corporation, University, Kadabani have say, in the authority, I have to take down, make some work for me. Go mention that Sabsavat has a Tami, go mention that Tokumatamda, Mr. Potokani, Hena Marichumna, a pretty I am Sigi Mayona, a Tokuda, Miamgil, Matliba, USA, Masi, Potopiraga, Manipur Natana Malemda, Marapumbada, Miamgil, Matpase, Masito, Boyade, I will say, Miam the Kun Lakani and I Taseva I am seen at Ragalangana. Master 2 minutes, but Targadi, a quick Taritrani Turboki Manunda, Mu is a Pabagi, Power intimation late about Langam, Troka Targadi, a quick Tamavan in the development organization, the Pulaga, Lamdam Sigi, Lebaxi, Kanana, Hadar Iba, Lantum Mayam Liba, Mu said, part of Vidamota, I can't make a hoax.
The Central Executive Committee of World Meitei Council said that the communal atmosphere in Manipur caused by certain people who claim ownership of Kobru and Thangjing, disregarding and disrespecting the mythology and history of the land, has become unbearable and requires appropriate action by the state government. The Central Executive Committee of the Council said the fact is that Meiteis and Nagas, who are the native indigenous people, can no longer tolerate such obnoxious behavior. World Meitei Council has also been observing that this section of people intimidating even the state government not to send the necessary reports to the center as required by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs to initiate the process of examining if the Meitei are indigenous people and on that basis whether the Meitei should be listed in the ST list of the Indian Constitution. Unfortunately, today the hard reality is the Meiteis are no longer the rightful citizens of the state of Manipur. The Indian Constitution has not recognized the native indigenous people and therefore they cannot enjoy the rights of a citizen in hill areas which constitute more than 90% of the area of Manipur. Therefore, to make the Meitei rightful citizens in their own ancient land, World Meitei Council on behalf of the Meitei people demand that Manipur government to send the two reports, ethnographic and socio-economic reports of the Meitei to the Ministry of Tribal Affairs so that the government of India may begin to examine if the Meiteis are indigenous people and on that basis if the Meitei should be enlisted in the list of scheduled tribes of the Indian Constitution. The Manipur government is requested to take up the matter without further delay, World Meitei Council said.
Communal atmosphere in Manipur caused by certain people who claim ownership of Kobru and Thangjing, disregarding and disrespecting the mythology and history of the land has become unbearable that requires appropriate action by the state government. The fact of the matter is that Meiteis and Nagas, who are the native indigenous people, can no longer tolerate such obnoxious behavior. WMC has also been observing that this section of people intimidating even the state government not to send the necessary reports to the center as required by the Ministry of Tribal Affairs to initiate the process of examining if the Meitei are indigenous people, and on that basis whether the Meitei should be in the ST list of the Indian Constitution.
Petrol scarcity faced by the people of Manipur when the state is hit by economic blockade will somehow ease after the launch of four-wheeler electric vehicles at the earliest, said Additional Chief Secretary, Government of Manipur, P. Waifi. He made the statement during the inauguration function of Imphal New Electric Experience Center of MS Loyalam Motors at Changangai, Uchekon. Speaking in connection with the function, Chief Secretary P. Waifi said most of the luxury cars launched by the big companies as well as mid-class companies, 60 to 70%, are e-vehicle, and there is possibility to replace petrol and diesel-powered vehicles by the e-vehicle by the year 2030. Therefore, having an e-vehicle center in Manipur will play a key role to the people of the state when they face scarcity of petroleum products. The Chief Secretary further said that there have been ban imposed on vehicle running above 15 years in Manipur as per national scrapping policy. Therefore, the Indian government has taken up process to implement scrapping facility in the entire northeast states at the earliest, and 15 years above vehicle owners will be issued a registration certificate upon scrapping their vehicles, and there will be a 15% discount when buying a new vehicle when they use the certificate.
All the big companies, luxury car manufacturing, Toba, BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Haibagumba, middle level market, Suzuki, Hyundai, Skoda, Haiba, mayam sina loina 60-70% of their new cars electric vehicle one kraba. Aduna e-vehicle is the next generation vehicle. Masida koi fossil fuel, haibidi petrol ga diesel ki gari si loina 2030 da gidi prithvi da ayamba matam da chandnaroi ga ba adugi khongchat sida Manipur da se khoina saruk ya ba se tasena yam na nuai ba lumi four wheeler passenger car koi diesel ga petrol habrega hauri ba gari mayam se social social yam thuna lakani masi lakku matam de koina mapan de ge hawa na tinker da toraga puraga karigumba highway blockade gumba highway landslide gumba le matam da awa ba thina ba do madu mayam de ko kedra hai.
As part of the World Environment Day observance, Kangpopi Forest Division today organized a mass plantation program near Toribari at the Kangla Tongbi Kangpopi Reserve Forest. The plantation program was participated by Kingu Zoringla, Deputy Commissioner, Kangpopi District level officers and civil society organizations of the district. Around 2,000 seedlings were planted during the mass plantation program. Till this season, the Kangpopi Forest Division has successfully planted 12,000 seedlings near Toribari area and plans to continue it till the plantation season. Ganesh Nagaranjan, Divisional Forest Officer, Kangpopi, appealed to all the district level officers, civil society organizations and general public to conserve the forest and environment. Further, he insisted that protection of existing forests need top priority. He also urged everyone to respect the government notified forests and give a clarion call to protect the forests of Kangpopi for a better future for the next generation. The Managing Committee of REM School Pangai today observed World Environment Day 2022 under the global theme of this year, Only One Earth, at the school campus. The observance function was attended by Chairman of the Managing Committee, Dr. Ketrimayum Kala Singh, Principal of the school, MD Anzar Khan, and Senior Teacher of the school, Sumeru Thapa, as the Presidium members. Speaking on the occasion, Chairman Dr. Ketrimayum Kala Singh said that we, the human beings and animals, are living in only one earth, that is our planet. He said in order to counteract the climate change in this planet, we must do massive tree plantations here and there, as tree gives us oxygen, which is essential for our life, and in the meantime, trees also absorb toxic gas, carbon dioxide. So trees purify air, he added. Ketrimayum Kala Singh also said that the tree plantation in the hills and riverside will bring good water resources, as dirty water affects our health. Stay tuned, we'll be right back after a short break.
Haksang Fanalaisi Nungai Hingminasi, thyroid, bile, heart naba, kidney danung laiba, stress amadi anxiety, BP, sugar wang baphan mangamba, side effect like taba food supplement pangbigani. Excellent award fankraba stem cell ahoma mamal dasu pangbigani. Pangpam Keba Herbal Health Center, Kurai Lamlongtong, phone number 96129899186.
Iramdam asidasu anauba oina world class machine sizinaduna 20 steps refining eye testing ki facility fanghanjari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Kurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Adom-gidamakta khudongchaba asi pijari. Adom-gi mit lemna test tawjari amasung adom-gi chanaba chunaba lens sing amadi frame singda chada kun fawgi discount pijari. Leo Lamlong Excellency Opticals, Kurai Lamlong Bazaar, Tinchit Road, Imphal East.
Seasonabu Yai Lifestyle Private Limited ki food supplement registered under the MCA Ministry of Corporate Affairs hariba makal asigi product manga dagi kanaba fangbigani. Madudi ahanbada Perfect Plus urinary tract infection disease kaya dagi ngakthokpangami control glucose levels in blood, improve immunity, antioxidant, liver disease amadi liver shock hanbadagi ngakthoi, remove toxins haksang dagi fataba sengdokpa lok lahau toina toganbadasu fali. Ani subada Perfect Glow uring amadi mahing fahanba, acne scar fahanba, mai nanthok hanba, skin nganthok hanba, kuchuk men thokhali mai khwihande. Hum subada Perfect Ionic Mineral, diabetes, BP wangba, asthma, khwang naba, saru sonba, haksang dagi fataba sengdokpa, tumbaya daba, piles, arthritis, ising mari nungai taba, anti-aging, khongya saba, puramak fahali. Mari subada Perfect Active Brain na tumbaya daba fahali, kok ngawba, wakal pothahanba, tumbaya daba, memory booster, tension hantanba. Musung mga subada Perfect Women Care na urinary tract infection, premenstrual syndrome, angang khawdana ba, thagi khongkak chang nai daba, fingaw ka hena chatpa, vaginal infection kaya da fahanba ngami. Home delivery gi khudong sabasu fangbigani. Hena kupamarol gi dama khoi contact number 8413968314 da contact tobiu.
Welcome back. You're watching ELITETV English News. As part of World Environment Day observance, villagers of Thanpilon village, led by its village chief K. Cherajau, planted around 400 tree saplings at Mantak Hill today. K. Cherajau Kom said every year his village observed World Environment Day. Likewise, this year also they are observing the day, but today in advance, as 5th June falls on Sunday, and Sunday they have church service. He said more trees will be planted in the future to save the environment. The United Committee Manipur UCM Kakching unit was established today with UCM President Joy Chandra Kontaujam, senior citizens N. Ningthem Jao, and UCM Secretary General N.G. Deva Mite taking on the dais. With the election of representatives to take charge of the newly established UCM Kakching unit, an oath-taking ceremony was also held. The elected persons are Nongmaithem Punima Singh as Chairman, Mayang Lambam Jeevan Singh as Vice Chairman, Mayang Lambam Prem Kumar Singh as General Secretary, Mayang Lambam Marina as Organization Secretary, Ketrimayam Basanta Singh as Finance Secretary, and Nongmaithem Shanta Singh as Joint Secretary. The BJP today announced candidates for by-polls of 2 Lok Sabha and 7 Assembly constituencies of different states. Newly appointed Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha will contest from the town Bordowali Assembly constituency. Bhojpuri star Dinesh Lal Yadav Nirahua will contest from Azamgarh Lok Sabha seat. Amid the speculation, Union Minister Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, who failed to get re-nomination for Rajya Sabha, was likely to get a ticket from Rampur Lok Sabha, but the BJP has fielded Ghanshyam Lodhi from the constituency. In a statement, BJP National General Secretary Arun Singh said that the General Election Committee had approved names for Lok Sabha and Legislative Assembly by polls. For 2 Lok Sabha constituencies of Uttar Pradesh, the BJP has fielded Nirahua and Lodhi from Azamgarh and Rampur respectively. In Tripura, Chief Minister Saha will contest from Town Bordowali, Dr. Ashok Sinha, Agartala, Swapna Das Paul, Surma and Malina Devnath, Jabaraj Nagar. From Rajendra Nagar Assembly seat of Delhi, the BJP has fielded its former State Unit General Secretary Rajesh Bhatia. Gangotri Kujur is BJP candidate from Mandar Assembly constituency of Jharkhand and Gunlapalli Bharat Kumar Yadav from Atmakur Assembly seat in Andhra Pradesh. June 6 is the last day of filing of nomination for Lok Sabha and Assembly by polls. Polling will be held on June 23rd and counting of votes will take place on June 26th. India logged a single-day rise of 3,962 coronavirus infections and 26 fatalities, pushing the overall tally to 4,31,72,547 cases and 5,24,677 deaths, according to Union Health Ministry data updated today. The data updated also stated that the number of active cases in the country increased by 1,239 in 24 hours to stand at 22,416. Of the 26 fresh fatalities, 6 were recorded in the last 24 hours and 20 reconciled by Kerala. The active cases now constitute 0.05% of the total infections, the Health Ministry said, adding the country's overall COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.73%. The daily positivity rate was recorded at 0.89%, while the weekly figure was 0.77%, according to the Health Ministry. The case fatality rate was recorded at 1.22%. An increase of 1,239 cases has been recorded in active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. The number of people who have recuperated from the disease rose to 4,26,25,454, the data showed. On vaccination, the ministry said the cumulative doses administered in the country so far under the nationwide COVID-19 inoculation drive has exceeded 193.96 crore. India's COVID-19 tally had crossed the 20 lakh mark on 7th August 2020 and 50 lakh on 16 September that year. For ELITETV News Channel, contact the email address info@elitetv.in or 940-289-0982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter for more information about the channel. Before we wind up for the day, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Large number of people stormed the court complex demanding justice for late MD Abdullah. MLA KH Joy Kishan cautions to launch various forms of agitations if Imphal Municipal Council fails to produce DG Rongmei on or before June 12. BJP announces list of the candidates for the upcoming by-election in UP and Tripura. And India reports 3,962 new COVID-19 infections, 26 deaths in the last 24 hours, overall toll at 22,416. That's all we have for today. Thank you for watching ELITETV English News. Stay safe and have a great evening.